streaks if he's able to find the kills. Of course, also thinking about the spawns as well. And gets absolutely nothing.
A lot of
his team did, though.
Yeah, that's right. Everyone got picked up for the rest of his team. I think actually all 4 players did get killed throughout that.
These fights are huge for the spawns. Of course, you can see EG, they still spawn there. One player spawns out. That's Enable. He has a long and treacherous run, but at the same time, Team Envy, they're also spawning out despite a contention on the hill. Now Evil Geniuses spring into live temp. Still not finding that final kill, but does get the points for being in the hill. Gets himself those streaks. But again, the kerfuffle over those spawns, Mo.
Yeah, I mean, the big thing is there, though, is they're not allowing EG to wrap up the time. I mean, EG does have the spawns, but Temp did such a good job just contesting, just pestering the EG guys on the hill. And now Envy, you go over towards that 3rd hill. They have full control. This is where you can really rack up a ton of time.
Yeah, I think, with Temp with those streaks as well, it's going to make it even harder for Evil Geniuses. I wouldn't say maybe use them now, actually looking later in towards the game. That means that it gives Evil Geniuses the potential to rotate a little bit late to some of these hills. We know how influential it can be if you rotate quite early, but now they've got that in their back pocket. They've got something that can help them break the hills later on. This could be Team Envy's game already.
Oh, here we go. Aches, he won a gunfight inside a cave. I thought it might give a chance for a bit of an opening, but Envy do a good job rotating over, and they keep holding. Classical drop, as will Slasher, but they still got the spawn. They can reinforce so quickly here. Fook and company starting to go off. Classic, though, very, very slow start. He's 2-8.
Yeah, but again, a great job by EG. They don't have the spawns, but they did exactly what Envy did on that 2nd hill. Just get in there, just try to contest, make that hill, at least a split so that they don't lose their advantage. Enable gets a nice bayonet kill there, and we're going to head over towards that 4th hill where you can already see EG starting to set up because they have players already on the hill and inside that cave.
Talk about an unbelievably close series and game. Of course, Joe, you were talking earlier on, you can't let Team MBS take you to a game 5. Well, you have to close it out here.
I just think it's sort of what we saw at last event and what you typically see even online with Evil Geniuses. There's always just so many close game 5s that they have. They can't close out the series. They choke a hard point lead. Whatever it is, it just seems like they're always fighting against one another, making it so much harder on themselves.
Apathy just went huge, by the way. He killed one in cave, then turned and killed one coming for the old hard point, then went in and killed the player in the hard point. 3 big kills to give them at least probably a turn in 20-30 seconds here if they can continue to hold. Great stuff by Apathy, but needs a little bit of help from the rest of the squad as everybody's sitting negative right now outside of him.
Pretty much 85-61 the score. Just had a quick glance at the stats for Team Envious when it comes to Gibraltar Hardpoint. They haven't played it so far here at NOLA. They only played it once in Dallas, won it. So nothing too ridiculous to really note about how they played this map. It was pretty ban heavy. I believe they had an 82% ban rate yesterday. So not one of those maps you see regularly in the cycle, but for now, Envious with a very, very fragile lead time.
It's one of those maps I want to see some of the underdog teams start to bring out against big teams more, because I think it's something we see these big teams winning all the maps that we currently are in the veto process, but if they start bringing out maps like this, they can potentially catch them off guard.
Just quickly want to throw to a 3-box now, where we can see all of the action. Of course, we have Bravo, Charlie, and Delta games going on. Unilad versus Panda, that game 4-2 CTF. Over GA Orange versus Enigma 6, that's a 4-0 CTF, both on odd Dan Forest. And actually, I believe the game on Charlie now actually about to end. Pandas will take that one, and that is going to give them a nice 2-1 lead. Can they close out that series? Of course, we keeping our check-in in that one, of course, for Enigma 6, 4-0. I said earlier on, CTF has been the one game mode, ironically enough, where Enigma 6 have been very, very good at. So no surprise to see them potentially take that. There's about 90 seconds left in that one. But as I said, we'll keep you updated with how those things finish. Back to this game, though, on Bravo, of course, 104-93. Back and forth action, Joe.
Yeah, absolutely. But EG, this is their sort of opportunity to get that lead, sort of separate themselves. Temp still has that flamethrower, but not going to be much use when you don't have control of that hill. EG getting all the kills necessary. Hook, the last one for Envy. You can see if he can try to make a play. But as you can see, all of the Team Envious guys spawning out towards that cave.
I think maybe it was you who was talking about Apathy. You look at the stats, 15-8. He's on a 4 streak right now, 18 seconds till time. He seems to have really found that kind of comfortable mode. And when App gets comfortable, that's when he can be a very, very scary player.
Yeah, I mean, when he's feeling himself, he is so dangerous. And Joe was talking about the fact he's a bit of a morning player at times, and he's showing it right now. Huge performance here, still only a 6-point advantage, or sorry, 3-point advantage, but don't know, man. They're going to need somebody else to kind of pick it up with him. Nameless has come alive a little bit. But Enable and Ake struggling a bit here thus far.
And something I wanted to touch on actually with Temp using the flamethrower as the last streak for this map. I don't know, Joe. I mean, I question it. I don't really think there's any sort of feasible areas to use it on this map. I'm trying to think.
I think the only part is you could potentially get in cave with it.
Yeah,
that's sort of close. But or this hill that they're in right now, they can use it. He can go inside sort of that cubby hill. But as you can see on your right side, Enigma 6, they are going to win that CTF 4-0, and they're going to extend that series to a game number 4. We'll see. Enigma 6 needs all the wins that they can get as they are trying to qualify for that Pro League. A lot of pressure on those guys, especially when they get to that bracket.
Again, that's the really big thing to emphasize. It isn't just about your seed into the bracket. It is really about can you get enough of those pro points to land yourself into stage 1. E6, they need wins and they need them soon. Can they start that reverse sweep? That's of course the question.
Scarier too when you see, a team like Lightning Pandas maybe coming up with a victory. That's also like a bubble team that may be hot on your heels.
Yeah.
You see EG with a victory as well, and then you're sitting there, you just dropped it. It just gets scarier and scarier. I know none of it, well, it matters, but it's not that huge of a deal until you get the bracket play, where it's really going to decide everything. But still, like, I feel like you gotta.
It depends where you fall into the bracket.
You're right. It does. But yeah, just coming in. Oh, we're in pool play. Oh, great. Every team we want to lose is winning, and we're losing our series.
Yeah, it's definitely a struggle for E6. I mean, their CTF, like I said, been great, but you gotta start winning at least a couple of hard points. Some searches in there as well. But as this one looks, Team Envious more and more likely potentially try and push that game 5 decider, 154, 145.
It just seems like neither of these teams are giving anybody time. As soon as one sort of gets the spawns, they're just breaking it, contesting the time as much as possible. That's really why you see sort of this back and forth score line. Hook now starting to heat up. You saw he called it a streak. Slasher now on a 5 streak just got taken down. So it seems like Envy's starting to heat up a bit.
It was like that game 1 hardpoint we cast in the Complexity series. Like no one could get an edge at all for the first half of the game. Then finally, somebody started to take over. Is this maybe where Envy does it? Lead now up to 30 points. Temp trying to win a gunfight here. Just push him. You got this.
Shot flamethrower too.
Oh, who actually got the kill? Classic, somebody got it?
Oh, Temp unfortunately will fall. Hook, he has streaks as well. Bear that in mind.
Double up.
About to get more, and he did. He does double up. So again, full streaks for Hoot. These are very important, especially going to these next couple of hills where he can help his team either get spawns or break them.
Let's keep the streak going. Up to 11. You got a 12th tier left. Go hunting.
This is the Hoot we wanted right here.
Yeah, and we all know the capability is there. It's just when's it going to happen, right? And it's like for the first month or two, it was all, oh, it'll come eventually. Oh, it'll come eventually. Okay, it works. Finally, he's starting to take some flack, and now he's just crisping Evil Geniuses. The streak at 13. Fighter pilot in. He wants more. This is unbelievable. What's the best streak we've had? He's got to be getting close to it.
I don't know. Make up a Maven number. What, 28?
15.
All right.
28. Oh, dear. I mean, greatest streak of all time or greatest streak in World War?
Oh,
greatest streak of all time is obviously Karma back in Black
What was that, 15 or 16? Oh, what?
Did you say 4?
It was
No,
2024.
24. I thought it was like 15 or 16.
No, it was
24.
20,
Yeah.
24, yeah. That was Damon back in Black Ops 2.
What was the map again?
And it was Yemen Hardpoint.
That was my teammate.
Unite. Yeah, that was
Felony is just
pretty brutal. Yeah, can we just stay with Hook?
Yeah.
Honestly, Envy, don't even end the game. Let EG get some points. I want to see how far Hook can go here.
I mean, it was 12.
Oh, 16 though.
I believe that's the height. World War II.
I mean, it has to be. It could have happened maybe in an open bracket. No, I'm saying it is. That's the highest.
Okay, there you go.
16 officially from Maven.
Team Envy, they will win that hard point. Nicely done from them. So, we have a game 5 alert on Bravo.
Wins it now to slap back on overtime main matchup. We got Evil Geniuses and they're up 3-1 against Team Envious.
Definitely are. To be interested to see how we got to this point, but straight into this round, Hook is going to be able to pick up that first blood there. We saw the Search and Destroy performance he gave us on USS Texas. He's replicating it here now, sitting at 5-2, but Emp with the goose egg, sitting at 0-4 for Team Envious, but they're able to get the kills thanks to Hoop, and it's going to leave Enable left alive in a 1 versus 4.
Team Envious, this is a must-win round, and you see where that bomb is down all the way on the other side of the map, and Slasher, he's just looking, you see that little arrow just looking right towards the bomb, knows exactly where it is, and Abel's trying to make his way over there. He's sitting at 2-4, and as you said before, Temp, 0-4, Enable able to get one. 29 seconds on the clock. Not many plays he can make. They just need to play smart card. Tim's going to be the first one in this line of fire. He's going to push through. Slasher's just looking at the bomb, and you can't blame him. Going to try to get some shots through that wall. Everybody's being patient, and Tim's going to pick up his first kill there.
It's such a tough thing, too. Like, you saw positioning one on the middle stairs. You had one on top of that mid-cut box, and then Slasher, who was playing over towards the double-decker. As soon as you see him cross into there, you know there's literally nowhere he can't go. When Slasher has the other side laid down, they have the complete view. It's a sticky situation and a near impossible situation for Enable to come out on top with, but they still have that one-round cushion against Team Envious here. But now we're going to see what the boys in blue can do here on the offensive side.
On board with Slasher. Sitting at 3 and 4. It's been Hook. It's been Classic. Been slaying up Hook. And day number 2 has been playing out of his mind. If you're just joining us, he went on a 16-kill streak. Hard point Gibraltar. Last time, I think he was 10-2 on USS Texas. First blood coming out for Apathy. Hook, sniper in hand. He is able to pick up that STG. He knows exactly where Apathy is, and he's going to get the... Oh, first, I didn't think that Ace was going to be able to trade that one out. Classic, you see on your scoreboard, 2v2 situation. Bombs in the hand of Classic. They're rotated over here by B. 43 seconds on the clock. They don't have to commit to B just yet. They're looking for one more kill. But he is going to be in a prime position to plant there. I don't see him coming back to A in time.
I was wondering if maybe the footsteps might have been heard by the player on Team Envious. Enable is going to get that read on Slasher going towards the back. So now it's Classic. Left to fight 1 versus 2 here. 23 seconds on the clock to work with. He's going to go ahead and get the pre-aim. Sees Enable. Is going to get some shots in, but they would have been there for the trade regardless. It's going to be a nice round played by EG, stacking up, making sure they play the buddy system in that 2 versus 1 over here in Fire.
And that's so important, especially if you're in 2v2s. Play with your teammate. You know, play with your teammate. Be there in those positions to trade off that kills and give yourself that man advantage and trade them out to the end. But as we've seen before, we've seen plenty of players clutch up 1v2s in the past. Now, Evil Genius is only 2 rounds away from beating Team Envious. Apathy with the bomb in hand, going dockside. This is looking like it may be an A-bomb plant. Now, Dirk, why is the A-bomb side a little bit more favorable than the B side?
It's a lot easier to cross into, like you just saw with the smoke going down in there, and plus it's inside. It's not as open as that B site. You can get positioning over towards B a lot quicker than you can over towards A if you're on the defensive end as well. So that's why you see a lot of teams prefer to go over A. It's just more of that feel. You have a lot more objects to work with. If you can establish your presence inside of Doc's warehouse, you have a good position to win the round.
Aches has a 1v2 back over there by Train. He's just protecting his team from the flank, and he's just buying time, especially for this bomb to go down. Enable, watching these stairs. He's just looking for anybody to cross, and bomb will go down. Team Envious has to spring into action. Looking for one more kill. Can't get it, but he tagged him up and he got the intel. Aches with the pinch. He gets Slasher with the Apathy with the long range shots on Hook. Temp, last man alive, 1v3. Needs to go big. Gets one, but not able to get Enable.
Yeah, perfect setup coming from Evil Geniuses there. The Aches present in the back of the map. I mean, his main role is to watch that flank, but with Enable being positioned down here towards the apples on the bottom of the side of the stairs, he baited Slasher out with some shots. Aches came up to try to get the guy who was playing on the barrel stairs too. He was able to quickly get the turn when Slasher went for the re-challenge, and it was just a great play all around. It gives them enough time to try to rotate and get into that position where they can play for these trades effectively. So what you're seeing from Evil Geniuses thus far is some stellar search and destroy play, as now this could be the final round, and Evil Geniuses could go up 1-0 in the series. They are favoring over here towards B.
And remain undefeated in this tournament. You know, they had to be undefeated to make it to this point. This is their first match in pool play. So these guys have been hot. Lots of confidence. Bombs in the hand of Classic. Looking to plant it down on B. Evil Geniuses stacked mid-map. They're going to be dockside as well. Let's see if this works out for Team Envious.
It's going to be hard to try to go here for a break. Obviously, you know the guy in Cole, he's going to have great positioning, but the 3-man stacking. So either way, they should be able to get the trade. Now you have Aches going all the way around on the flank. They've isolated this one player, gets a shot through the bags there. So it's going to be an initial first blood going to the side of EG. But look at the spread of players on your minimap. The red arrows scattered all over. Let's see what they do here. One player jumps up in mid-cut. It's going to be enabled, tagging some shots. Aches on the flank. He's going to be able to take out Slasher, his arch nemesis. And now it's going to be Temp forced to back up. This should be Evil Genius's round to take with just 10 seconds on the clock. The defuse is going to be there. EG take out Team Envious.
Oh, man. And Team Envious now 1-3 in pools. EG so far this tournament